Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare.
Om Agyantimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Bhagavad Gita chapter 2 verse number 7. Karpanya dosha upahat swabhavaha pritchami tvam dharma sammudha chetaha yat shreha syat nishchitam bruhi tatme shishyaste aham shadhi mam tvam prapannam. I, who have become overwhelmed by cowardice, having put aside my natural heroic nature, and having become bewildered about how to ascertain my true duty, am requesting you to tell me clearly what is auspicious for me. I am your disciple and have taken shelter of you. Therefore, kindly bestow pertinent instructions upon me. So Arjun is speaking this to Sri Krishna. Just imagine how beautiful that scene must be. Arjun kneeling down in front of the Lord with his folded hands, requesting him to show the right path to him. And how fortunate Arjun is that the Supreme Lord Krishna himself is his friend, and now Arjun is surrendering unto him, making him his spiritual master. Krishna is Adi Guru, the original spiritual master, who after this request from his dear friend Arjun will speak the timeless instructions of Bhagavad Gita. This verse is one of my favorites in Bhagavad Gita because it has so much beautiful meaning and shows us Arjun's humility in admitting that he is confused, he's perplexed, he's feeling weak-hearted and needs help. Before this, Arjun was kind of arguing with Krishna. When Krishna told him that why he was displaying such cowardly behavior in the middle of the battlefield, Arjun had countered by saying that he did not think it was correct for him to fight with his elders such as Bhishma Pitamaha and Dronacharya. But now Arjun is realizing that he is not capable of overcoming his confused state of mind on his own and he needs help. So see, the very first step in trying to resolve a problem that we have is to first recognize that yes, we do have a problem, and to admit that we need help to overcome that problem. Most often in our life, we are not even able to recognize or determine if there is an issue, and even if we know that there is a problem, we are not ready to admit it. Many times thinking that if other people come to know that what I am going through, what they will think about it. And therefore, we do not go and seek help for that problem. And many times what happens, that problem so much consumes us that it makes our life miserable. It leads to a lot of stress, loss of quality of our life. We become disturbed and lose our peaceful state of mind. So us not realizing that there is a problem that itself is a problem. And therefore we don't go and seek help. Just like we may have some sort of a health issue, many times we are not able to figure it out on our own if we have a health problem. And sometimes we are also experiencing some symptoms, but we tend to ignore them, thinking that, oh, we will be all right, nothing can happen to me. Because it seems that admission of a health issue will show that we are weak, so we do not want to admit it. And by the time that we realize that there is a serious health issue, many times it's too late and we pay dearly for it. So we should become careful when we still have time. At the very early symptoms, we should see, and therefore we must go and approach a doctor who can help diagnose the problem and give us proper medication. Just like we may suffer from a physical ailment, similarly, we are also suffering from a material disease. We are afflicted with various perplexities. These perplexities that we suffer from, but we don't even realize them. And you know what is the greatest perplexity of all? It is that death will knock at our door any moment. But we keep ignoring that and never become prepared for it. So you see, for our ultimate destiny, for the end of this life, we are neither prepared physically nor spiritually. Neither do we take of our physical health nor we take care of our spiritual health. We tend to ignore both. And this is the greatest dilemma or paradox of human life. Actually, we have all become very expert in the business of ignoring the truth and looking the other way. But simply ignoring what is true will not make it go away. So for example, when there's a pigeon and he sees a cat coming, what he does, he just closes his eyes and turns his head the other way, thinking, oh, now that I cannot see the cat coming, it will not come and hurt me. But the cat comes quickly and snatches the pigeon and eats it up, finishes it. Similarly, us ignoring the fact and not admitting the fact that one day we will have to face death, the end of this life. One day we will have to be accountable for our acts in this world. One day we will have to answer that what we did with our human life. Simply ignoring this does not mean that the time will not come. Srila Swami Maharaj in his purport says that in every step of this human life there is perplexity, and therefore it behooves one to approach a bona fide spiritual master who can give one proper guidance for executing the purpose of life. No one wants fire, and yet it takes place and we become perplexed. The Vedic wisdom therefore advises that in order to solve the perplexities of life and to understand the science of the solution, one must approach a spiritual master who is in the disciplic succession. So just like when we are in a physically diseased state, we go to a doctor to seek his help and get proper medication to become free from that physical ailment. Similarly, when we are in this spiritually confused state, we should approach a spiritual master. You know what? We may be physically very healthy and may never need a doctor, but the truth is the very fact that we are in this material world means that we are afflicted with this material disease of ignorance of who we are. So in that sense, all of us need the help of a true guru or spiritual master. So what is the disease or what is the problem that Arjun is facing? He says, Karpanya dosh upahat swabhava. Karpanya comes from the word kripan, which means miser. Brit Aranyak Upanishad explains what is miserliness. It states, Yova etat aksharam gargi aviditvasmal lokat pret sah kripanaha. He is a miserly man who does not solve the problems of life as a human and who thus quits this world like the cats and dogs without understanding the signs of self-realization. In generally, we think miserly is a person who does not spend money because we think money is our greatest asset. But according to our scriptures, the greatest asset that we have is this human life, the time that we have available in this human life. So here in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad it says that one who does not spend his time judiciously, one who does not uses his time properly for the purpose of understanding who I am, who is the supreme absolute truth, and what is my relationship with that supreme truth, and how to attain that relationship, that person is a miser. So one may be billionaire and spendthrift, but if he is not engaged in spiritual pursuit, then he is actually a miser. Shri Govind Das Ji sings a beautiful bhajan, Vifale se binu kripana durjana chapala sukhalava lagire bhajahu re mana Shri Nanda Nandana abhaya charanara vindare. So he's saying that all my life has been wasted by serving such people who are miser, because they have no interest in anything spiritual. They are only pursuing after this material wealth. And I am serving such miserly people only hoping that I will get this fleeting happiness. So he's telling his mind that, oh my dear mind, instead worship the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. So here Arjun is saying upahat swabhavaha, that I am overcome with this spiritual weakness, this kripanta, this miserliness. I have deficit of spiritual strength, spiritual knowledge, and therefore I have become what? Dharma sammudh cheta, bewildered in the matter of what my true responsibility is. And then he says what? O Krishna, now I surrender unto you. Shishyaste aham shadhi mam tvam prapannam. So when we approach, just like when we approach a doctor, we should be humble. If we go to the doctor and start arguing with him and started giving him our own perspective, then he will say, why don't you cure yourself? You don't really need a doctor. Similarly, when we approach a guru, a spiritual teacher, we must be humble. We should inquire submissively and listen to the instructions with sincerity and humility. And then whatever the spiritual teacher says, we should follow it. Just like when the doctor gives you a medicine, you must take the medicine as the doctor has prescribed. If he says, take this medicine, 1 tablet every 8 hours, and you think, oh, why should I take it every 8 hours? I should take all the 3 tablets at one time and I will get cured faster. No, you will not get cured. What would happen? Maybe your disease will become worse, or you may face even more serious health problem. So we have to take the medication as prescribed. Similarly, the spiritual teacher also prescribes a method, a path, a process, and we should follow as prescribed. Now it is also important that the guru should be the right one who is capable of helping the disciple, just like the doctor should be the right one. If the doctor is not able to diagnose your problem correctly, then he will end up giving you the wrong medicine. A real doctor will be able to diagnose without asking you too many questions. Previously, the Ayurvedic doctors used to be so expert that simply by feeling your pulse, they would be able to tell you what the ailment is. When I was young, I remember going to a very experienced expert Ayurvedic doctor, and when we went to him and started telling him what the problem is, I had just opened my mouth and he said, please don't tell me anything, because then what is the use of me being a doctor? He just felt my pulse and exactly told me what the problem was. Unfortunately, neither such good Ayurvedic doctors are available today, nor such expert spiritual teachers are available. But if we are sincere, we'll certainly find one. Till that, we take shelter of what Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita. So Arjun is requesting Krishna that Shreha Syat Nishchitam Bruhi Tatme, that please tell me what is auspicious for me. And this requires faith. That means he has staunch faith in Krishna that whatever Krishna will tell him will be the right thing for him. Without that faith, a disciple cannot acquire knowledge from the spiritual master. And here he is now declaring that please don't think I'm just your friend anymore. I am taking the position of a disciple. In Hari Bhakti Vilas, it describes what are the qualifications of a bona fide disciple. And he says that he should be devoted to the lotus feet of the Guru, and a disciple should be desirous of knowing the absolute truth, and that a disciple should be truthful, gentle, and polite. And we see all these qualities in Arjun. Now, with Arjun asking these questions, we will also be able to understand the eternal message of Bhagavad Gita given by Sri Krishna. Hare Krishna, Radhe Radhe. And if you have any questions, please feel free to call me or text me, and I will make all the effort to try and respond to them. Hare Krishna, Radhe Radhe. Have a very blessed day.